Welcome to Rupp Arena in beautiful downtown Lexington, Kentucky for first round action of the 36th annual University of Kentucky Invitational Tournament. Tonight, it's the Thundering Herd of Marshall University and the Indians of Arkansas State University.
Good strong defensive play by Greg Williams that time, and ASU is in a zone.
Loudon right side to Archer, inside to Tate. The turnaround jumper off the glass is good.
Keep going there.
Already size has been a factor in this ball game. Williams controlling the boards basically. Taft to Humphrey. Left-handed Jay.
Ooh.
Loudon top of the key to Archer. Archer working it against Cunningham. Goes left side, baseline. Dishes out to Williams, puts it on the floor, and that's a goaltending call. They say Strickland is 6'6", but he plays at about 6'10", and you saw that where he went up behind Williams just then and just stripped it out of his hands. Taft spin dribbles.
Good.
Williamson for three. Count it. Pressure full court by the Thundering Herd. The senior, Carl Archer, working against Andre Cunningham. Bounce past the Loudon, turnaround off the back of the rim.
Oh.
Look at Tate get up for the rebound and the bucket.
I asked Coach Catalina early in the week, I said, will the size count in this game? He said, if we'll play our game, it counts.
They can't get into a transition ball game with the Thundering Herd. Cunningham back up and in.
Gary Strickland's getting an education in there. He's trying to guard Williams, and he is really getting an education. He's leaning all over.
Tapped along on the baseline, passed it up, gave it back to Andy Paul. Williamson drives the paint and puts it in.
Another good call. You can't take him many steps.
Look at this.
He took two.
Arkansas State got caught sleeping. Williams and Tate. Lob pass inside to Tate. 5-foot Jay finds the bottom. This is not our ball game, boys.
Had Loudon on a post pattern that time, trying to hit him deep.
Nice save by Andy Paul Williamson, but he dished it right to John Tate, who has the jumper and makes it count.
We discovered that, didn't we?
Archer all over Andy Paul Williamson. This is Humphrey in the corner. Lob inside to Strickland. Look at him jump. Can he get up or what? Tipped around, and Cunningham comes up with a loose ball. This is Loudon looking for the cutter, and it's Archer. Baseline right side. He's working against Cunningham. Loudon now. Bounce pass inside to Tate. The turnaround jumper is good. Andy Paul Williamson working against Kyle James, who has just checked in for the Indians. This is Scott Williams, who has just checked in for the Thundering Herd. Loose ball bouncing around. Nobody wants it. Williams comes up with it. Andy Paul Williamson, cross court stolen by Brown. He's going to work against Taft. He won't outrun him, but a nice move. Couldn't get it to go. Loudon gets the tip, goes off the top of the backboard. I don't know if we're going to get it. No.
Nobody.
He did not get the bucket.
Now Brown's got the break. Taft's awfully quick. The Tasmanian Devil. He tries the spinner, and I don't know about that one. I thought both of them were going for it.
Taft puts it up off the front of the rim, and another foul on Ed Loudon very quickly.
An aggressive.
Thus far, Taft is shooting 83%. Indians beat the press. Loudon to Bobby Collins. Top of the key to James, inside to Tate for the turnaround. Cunningham.
Indians are working hard on their game plan, trying to get it inside now. Tate's getting a little blow.
Bobby Collins from 17.
Yes. But Strickland is a leaper. And that's positioning and blocking out.
Transition. Andy Paul Williamson running with it. Down the lane, gets his own rebound, and puts it up and in. Back to Archer. He'll go to the paint. Should have taken the shot, but dished off to Dillard. Blocked by Cunningham, and they have a foul called. And gets the shooter's roll on the second. Nice touch. 7:20 remaining in the first half. This is Strickland working against Tate. Sets the screen on Archer for Andy Paul Williamson, who goes inside. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. 19-18 Marshall. Inside to John Tate. That's right, John Tate. Number 2 of 2 on the way. Full court man-to-man pressure by the Thundering Herd. Archer working against Cunningham. Across the timeline. He'll give it to Mayberry. He'll go to Collins. Collins will go against Humphrey to the baseline. Pulls up. This will be Tate. He's averaging 32 points a ball game. Speaking of the devil, there he goes. Nice block by Tate. Archer with a rebound. Nice pass left side to Bobby Collins for the layup. It's a 5-point lead. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. A blocking foul called on Humphrey at the line for a 1-and-1. Only a 40% free throw shooter is Archer this year. Can't get the second one. You could have built a house with that shot. That's a cornerstone right there, Carl. Nice pass inside from Archer to Tate for the turnaround. There's Bobby. And there's Strickland with a rebound. This is Brian Fish, who's just checked in to Andy Paul Williamson for 3. Nice shot from Andy Paul Williamson. He has 12. The scoring roles have reversed with the Thundering Herd of Marshall University. Their big scoring machine thus far this year had been John Taft, who averaged 32, but so far this game, it's Andy Paul Williamson. Barry Mayberry strips it.
We're going to have to call him Barry Mayberry.
29-22, a 7-point lead for the Indians. This is Strickland. At the tee, pulls up for the jumper and makes it go. He's working against Kyle James. He'll just pull up from anywhere.
He really will.
Whenever he feels it. Uh-oh, will it be potatoes or, whoa! Nice play.
Now Dillard starts thinking right now, what kind am I going to do? But the man didn't give him a chance.
That looked like the Air Jordan imitation coming up right there. Jeff Sondhaus said, we'll have none of that. Thank you very much. Steal by Humphrey. Will it be potatoes or stovetop stuffing? Had to work a cliche in for the Arkansas Democrat. John Tate in the lane for the turnaround. Strickland puts it on the floor, then puts it up. Bo Brown battles Humphrey for the rebound, and the foul is called on Humphrey. So things are starting to even out and pretty much go the way that Nelson Catalina wanted them to go. The first one from Bo Brown.
They're just running their offense.
Bo Brown. John Taft, as we said, has been quiet. The Indians are spreading it out, slowing it down a bit. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. John Tate turnaround jumper against Strickland, and goodness gracious. On the free throw line, that's their control offense. Taft against Dillard. Ooh, my goodness. I've seen a lot of film on that young man, and he's an incredible ball player. 5, 4, 3. Taft from 25 feet, short, out of bounds, just as the horn goes off. And at the end of the first half, Arkansas State leads at 36-28. Another good defensive play from Cunningham. Jump hook from John Tate, and he's fouled over the back. King me. His first one gets the roll. And now he has 24. They're letting them play, but they're keeping it under control. Andy Paul Williamson's shot is short. Archer with a long pass to Loudon. Mashed potatoes, no. Give him stuffing. That's the biggest of the ball game. Nice pass from Strickland, but stolen by Brown. Good play by Bo Brown. Dishes it off to Archer, who goes to Tate, who goes to the bucket. Their best start under Nelson Catalina in his 5 years at Arkansas State. Trying to make it 6-1. The Tasmanian Devil, John Taft, finally gets a bucket. Bobby Collins and Barry Mayberry have checked in. Loudon and Brown are on the bench. John Tate. Carl Archer across the timeline, working on Cunningham, goes right side to Bobby Collins. Collins top of the key to Mayberry. Mayberry passes up the three-pointer. They get it inside to the big guy. Greg Williams gets the roll. Top of the key. Nice pass inside from Archer. Tate passed up the shot, and they'll start it over. Mayberry for 3. Looked good when it left his hand. 11 of 13. Of course, when you're shooting 5-foot turnaround jumpers, it ain't hard. Pete Brown, where'd he come from? Bo Brown goes down the right side.
A trap, got a trap. Half-court trap there.
Mayberry pulls up for the jumper.
That's a way to break it.
Indians have to start looking for a shot. Bo Brown looked like he wanted to pass it. Nice English from Bo Brown. Out top to Taft, the Tasmanian Devil. Goes to the paint, puts it on his hip, and we're going to have a foul called. That's Mayberry's first, though. No problem there. That's a fair piece from 32, or 33, I should say. Now the Thundering Herd is pressuring the ball. Taft is running around chasing the ball inside to Archer. Passes it up to Collins, who goes up, and Tate is there with a tip.
How many's that?
That's 30 for John Tate on the night.
He's too short.
2 points away from his career high. Taft goes to the hoop. Cunningham with a rebound. We've got to block out. Taft on Mayberry. Around the horn to Bo Brown, now to Collins. Collins working against Humphrey. Taft got a hand on it. Mayberry comes up with the ball and puts it in. Arkansas State leads at 59-38 with 10 minutes left to play in the ball game. Andy Paul Williamson working against Carl Archer. Archer has done a tremendous job on Andy Paul tonight. He's averaging 20 on the season. Steal from behind by John Taft. Andy Paul gives it up to Cunningham for the jam. Has been relatively, well, not quiet. 9 points on the night. That's about his average so far on the season. This is Ed Loudon inside to Greg Williams. Strickland got a hand on it. Williams follows, and the foul is going to be on Strickland. Let's see if they count the bucket. Yes.
All right, here's a good pass to Loudon. This Greg Williams utilizing his size. He lays it up there nice. He could have got a roll in there, but he goes back up strong again, and a good little spin, and it's in there. And he makes a three-point play out.
Williams converts. So Strickland can play with the trees. 40-inch vertical leap, I guess so. John Taft working against Barry Mayberry. Reaches in, slaps it away. Humphrey comes up with it. Fall-away jumper. Nice shot from John Humphrey. Beautiful shot. His first two of the second half, he has 8. Barry Mayberry pulls up for the jumper and puts it in. Mayberry is now in double digits with 11 on the night.
They use kind of a mouse trap there on the Indians. You got to watch it. One man closing fast.
Arkansas State out rebounding Marshall University. Nice shot. This is Humphrey on the baseline. Mayberry tagged with a foul, reached in. Last time I checked on Humphrey, he was a 1,000% field goal free throw shooter.
He still is.
He's still hot from the line. Now he has 12. In front of the Arkansas State bench is Mayberry. This is the Tate. Lob pass inside to Williams. Yeah. Nice play. Strickland went up, goaltended. They'll look for that lob pass inside.
Watch him. He'll get help.
Layup. And there it is to Ed Loudon. Off the rebound. Or Strickland went up and got it off the board, but it went in anyway. Loudon only has 4. He's averaging 13 on the year. I'm surprised they didn't get a goaltending call there.
No, the Indians are passing and cutting and hitting the open man.
Tied for the lead for the Thundering Herd of Marshall. Andy Paul reaches in on Bo Brown, steals it ahead to John Humphrey. He goes one-on-one with Carl Archer, and he's going to the hoop. Off the glass. No. Bounced around. There's John Taft. Andy Paul switches off. He's with Carl now. This is John Tate. Bounce pass inside to Williams for the turnaround off the back of the rim. Okay, 53.
He's building that up tonight, though, it looks like. Yeah.
You jinxed him, Dick. Underneath, Tate comes up with a rebound, and they're going to call a foul. Tate is at the line.
They need to help out down there.
Barry Mayberry checks in. Arkansas State 21 turnovers. Marshall has 15, and that's about their average on the year. Strickland with the rebound, back up and in, and the foul is on Williams. Williamson elected not to use the screen set up by Cunningham. Goes right side, back out top to Taft. I think Williams got a hand on it. This is Andy Paul from three-point range. Holy cow.
John Tate looks a little bit tired right now. He has played a very intense game, and he's still going on. Looks a little weary.
This is Mayberry working against Taft. Bounce pass to Williams. He goes to the hoop with it. This is Andy Paul Williamson from three-point range. And Tate with the rebound. Marshall has had a lot of trouble from the field tonight. Dillard had, and that's going to do it for Greg Williams. That's number 5. 13 points from the big guy in a good game. Andy Paul has 18 on the night, looking for 19. And their bread and butter, man. John Taft is relatively quiet tonight. 8 points, averaging 33 coming into the night's contest. The Indians have done what they needed to do. Barry Mayberry to John Tate. And
there it is.
Now has 33 on the night, and that's a career high for John Tate, and we can leave that alone. Let it die. Andy Paul, in and out.
But they've got some points out of him. 33 for Tate, what, 13 for Williams?
Arkansas State shooting 57% from the floor. Marshall 37% from the floor. And that tells the story right there. Barry Mayberry from downtown. He and Archer switch up. Nice screen set by Andre Cunningham. He paid for it as Archer put him on the floor. Andy Paul Williamson lob pass inside to Humphrey for the turnaround. Baby J gets it to drop, and we have a whistle. Gets a standing O from the 200 or so ASU fans who are here. Bo Brown can't get the roll, and the rebound is to Taft. Behind the back, to the hoop. There's an NBA player right there if I've ever seen one. The Tasmanian Devil playing with reckless abandon. Pass ahead to Tate. in for the jam. Now watch on the replay. This tap went behind his back and then uncontested to the bucket. We missed a jam.
I know there's some wild stuff going on out here while we were away.
And I'm especially happy for John Tate because he needed this. Well, this is definitely a big arena. Rupp Arena holds 23,000. Tap to the hoop. And what are we going to have? A charging call?
Charging.
And he counts the bucket. ASU fans are spoiled, I believe, when it comes to that. Is this that reverse hex we talked about?
Roger.
Give him 6. It's 81-68. 13 seconds left in the ball game. We're down to 10. Pass inside to Strickland. They're just going to let the clock run out. They wouldn't blow a whistle now for anything unless somebody called a timeout. At the buzzer, tap, and it counts. So he comes on a little late and finishes with 16 at the buzzer. But it makes no difference. Arkansas State a winner, 81-73. They'll advance to play either Bowling Green or Kentucky.